Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Greek God. How you guys doing? Let's get right into it, all right? So today, we'll be showing you the beginning of the basics of the calisthenics movements that you all need to do and what you need to work on, what you can work towards to mastering so you can get like a good base in calisthenics. So starting off, if you're a beginner, there are 4 bases in calisthenics. So you must train all of these at least once or twice throughout the week. So for better gains, for better strength, and overall fitness. I mean, it's a win-win situation for you, especially if you're getting started. So follow along. I'll walk you through every single one of these bases, starting from 0, how you can work your way up to mastering the top skill, and so on. Okay, so starting off, first base is your pushing strength. You're gonna start with knee push-ups. This is the most basic skill. If you cannot do knee push-ups, that's okay. Start with like an inclined surface, the higher the surface, the easier it's gonna be. So work your way down, get get less steeper and steeper till you're flat on the ground, and then do your knee push-ups. So try to get at least 10 to 12 reps for a couple of sets, maybe 5 sets. If you could do that knee push-ups, you can probably move on to normal push-ups. If you still can't do normal push-ups, do a little negatives. So that's just like going slowly downward. So try that, and then you could probably do normal push-ups. So once you got normal push-ups, you could do those for around, again, 10 to 12 reps, and you can move on to the other skills. So after normal push-ups, it's going to be explosive push-ups. After explosive push-ups, again, get 10 to 12 for a couple of sets, and move on to clapping push-ups, then move on to diamond push-ups, and then finally, you're going to move on to archer push-ups. Aim for 12 reps each side of the chest, I guess, and then try your one-arm push-ups. So you usually aim for 12 reps each side, again, couple of sets, then you can try your one-arm push-ups. Still can't do one-arm push-ups, try negatives, and yeah, that's like you've mastered like the basics of pushing right then. Obviously there's more, but for the beginning, this is the beginning of mastering push-up skills. Okay, now we will move on to pulling skills. So first, you're gonna get rings, or I bet in the gym you can find those little hanging row things. I don't know what they're called, but get one of those. Do some rows on it. First, start off higher up, standing, and then move your way downward. So more down you go, the harder it's going to be. Once you again gotten about 10 to 12 reps of that for a couple of sets, you're going to try to move on and get to the bar itself. Once you're on the bar, just try hanging for a minute, get your forearms used to it. Your whole body is kind of used to hanging. So once you gotten that, you're going to try to do some banded pull-ups. For each band, it's a little different. You want to get at least six reps for a couple of sets, 3 sets I would say. You could usually move on to the next band. So when I mean the next band, I mean the lower resistance band. Start with the highest resistance and move down to the lowest resistance, and eventually doing without the band, you got your pull-ups. And obviously moving on from the pull-ups, you could try more explosive pull-ups, like pulling higher and higher, again, to the chest, about the nipple size, and then lower below the chest itself. And then you can try working on towards your muscle ups. But this means first starting off with the bands, and then working on your technique. It's not gonna be perfect, that's okay, mine's still not perfect. And then slowly going on to the normal muscle ups without the bands. So that's basically mastering the basics of pulling. Now we're gonna move on to legs. Oh God, legs. I am a lifter. I love to do my legs in deadlift, but the basic of legs are gonna start off like this. You're gonna do normal squats, air squats. If you can't do those, that's okay, totally fine. Start off with the box or something, sit on that, get up, and then lower the box as you keep going, and eventually start doing it without. You want at least 90 degrees. I would try to go a little bit below 90 degrees. That's perfect. Then you can start building your strength from there, from like lunges, jumping lunges, and then we can work towards the top skill, which is pistol squats. Again, this is just the basic beginner top skill. So we'll move on to pistol squats. You can do that by getting on a higher surface and slowly moving your leg down until you can do it on the ground flat. So that's pistol squats, leg strength. Now moving on to the final thing, which is your core. Now For the core, it's a little different. There's a lot of skills, but for the basics of it, you're gonna start off with just crunches, normal good old crunches. Can't do that, do some leg raises, just leg work, bicycles, and then moving on. After you got crunches, this means you could most likely do a hollow body hold. If you can't, just work on your holds. With the crunches, it's different. It's not about reps, it's about seconds. So try to get as many seconds as you can with the hollow body hold. Just hold that for harder variations, and then once you got the hollow body hold, we'll move on to working on our L-sit. First, you need paired lets, so it's a little easier for beginners. You're gonna start off just getting in the position, okay? You're gonna start off just getting in the position, like I've shown you over here. I'll point it out, and then you're gonna bring your legs up. You can crunch your legs up. Okay, you don't have to extend them right now. Just crunch them up and just try to get off the ground. You could do these for, again, sets. Sets gonna include hold instead of reps, like I said. Just try to hold it longer and longer, and eventually start extending your legs. Do a straddle, so it's a little easier. Straddle means just having your legs wide apart, and then eventually close your legs, point your toes out. Do that. Again, to get better at this, it's a little bit about reps. I guess you could do like reps of leg raises while you're in the L-sit itself, but you should just aim for longer and longer holds. Eventually, you'll get it. Just keep consistent with it. At least twice a week would be good. And then you'll probably get your L-sit, and then you can work on the V-sit and then other skills, so on. So now when I say basics, I don't mean like these skills are easy. I just mean that these are the skills that will build like the basic foundation of the strength from the major movements in calisthenics. Obviously there's more. I can go more into depth, but I'm still learning a lot of these other skills too. So yeah, I mean, I can show you what I'm doing with the other skills if you'd like to know. So this could be part 1, and then I can go for part 2. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. See you guys.